Okay, let's see if we can design this part right here in less than 5 minutes. So I'm pasting it over here so that I can zoom in on this and see the entire length is 3.75. So over in Inventor, I'm starting a new part, going over to a 2D sketch, working on the XY plane sketch. This first length needs to be doing a one click, but not the second one. I'm just going to type in 3.75. Then I'm going to zoom back to the full extent. I can reposition this down like this, pull back a little bit, and then start drawing these other ones. So I wonder if I could use that same approach here. Just hover over here and then type in 1.25. It's a little bit faster to do it that way, I guess. But let's go ahead and sketch the rest of this out. We need to go over a bit, up, horizontal, and then one diagonal down and another diagonal here. Let's make this fully defined, holding the mouse wheel down, moving it down just a bit. Okay, maybe we can work from left to right. So I'm going to use the dimension tool to start adding some constraints. This one's the biggest one, so we can put this on the outside, 1.75. Then this distance right here is 0.75. And that one's already defined because it has enough there. What about the distance from there over to there? That's going to need to be 1.5 according to that. We can go ahead and put a hole in there, but before we do, let's go ahead and add a 60-degree mark right there and see what else we might need for fully constrained. Oh yeah, 25 degrees right there. So I guess if we wanted to make it look exactly like that, we can make a line that just goes out an arbitrary distance, hit escape, click on it, make sure it's a construction line. There it is right there. Then we could go back to dimensions and make that 25. I hit the midpoint accidentally, so that will not work. Here to there, 25 degrees. Is it fully defined now? One dimension needed. So I wonder where that one dimension is at. And one way to find that is to right click on here and say show degrees of freedom. And we see that that thing that we made arbitrary in length, it would like for it to have a definite length. So I guess we can actually go ahead and put that in there for constraint purposes. Or what we can do is just maybe make this in line with that one right there. And although I don't like doing this part, why don't we select it and just say make that fixed? So now you can see that hopefully it's fully defined now. Right there, it looks like it's over constrained in that case. Let's go ahead and right click. And now we can remove some of the visibility of the degrees of freedom. Let's draw a circle for the middle. That's going to be 0.75 in diameter. And it's going to be 0.75 from the bottom. We'll reposition that later. Although they did kind of put it right here in the middle somehow. I guess that's all right. And let's see, let's do another one here. How about from that spot to here? It needs to be 1.5. Is that now fully constrained? Except for the length of that one, sure. Okay, so now what we can do is get out of dimension mode and move this around a little bit. Make sure the bigger dimensions are on the outside. Getting close to finishing this part up. Let's go ahead and extrude it the entire length of that, which is 1.5. Again, do this into the page so that hopefully dimensions will show. Let's see, this needs to be 1.5. Okay, now we need to make that cut on the top. So how about we use this as our drawing surface? So we can click on that and then say draw on that surface. Now we can probably zoom back from there or click that. And then let's just freehand a rectangle in there. Let's use a 2-point rectangle so that we can come from this spot right here all the way up to here, and then start putting our 0.25 distances between the edge of each one of those shapes. Okay. And then we'll do one more to make this fully defined. Also could see what that looks like if we click on home. You see we have a square that now we can project or cut into the part. We don't want to go all the way down. Looks like we want to leave a quarter of an inch left over. The total height is this, so just a 1.5 cut should do it. Looks like it was about to do that. And look at that. All done. And so finally, annotation. Let's use promote dimension and see if we can pull some of those in. Select this one and click OK. Make sure those are all nice and visible. We don't need that one back there. And we might even have to pull the other ones in from the other extrusion. That would be this one here. We'll see how many dimensions are in that part. Oh, 5 of them. Okay. And just make sure that they're readable. You can see this is probably a little bit too high, but it does help kind of imply where it's at. Although it's, not perfect, it's okay. We should have the 25 degrees here, the 60 degrees here. Is there anything on the inside? We'll use shift and mouse wheel. It's got the 1.5 on the inside, but yeah, it seems like we should probably move that all the way. Let's see if we can move it all the way out here. Okay, and then back to this position. And look for any other parts that might, or any other dimensions that might be missing, and make sure that you include those. Look around over here. Okay, it looks like there's something down in that area. We don't need that guy. And let's make sure that we save this as chapter 2, part 4. So file, save as. That wasn't it. File, save as. And this is going to be part number 2.4. Chapter 2, problem 4. All right, I hope that was in less than 5 minutes. I'll see you in the next video.